Hey, what's going on? Coalport Carl, another week roll right by. Seems like I say that same thing every week, but that's really what it does, actually. So I don't see any point saying any different. So I was thinking about, before I sat down to do this vlog day, I thought, what could I say different when I started up? Instead of saying another week going by, so I'd sit down maybe and try saying, hey, Coalport Carl, and it's the same week as last week. I thought that wouldn't make any sense on account of it ain't. And then I thought I'd try saying, hey, it's Coalport Carl, I'm looking right at you. Except for really I ain't, because I don't know who's watching this. Whoever it is, I guess technically I'm looking right at you if you're looking right at me, but at the same time, it don't really make sense to say that. So I couldn't really come up with anything good as far as saying anything different other than another week rolled by, and here we are talking about our blog again. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I said, and that's probably what I'll continue to say. Unless, of course, you guys want to send me some emails or messages on the Facebook about something you'd rather hear me say. I'd be open to that. The other thing is, I thought I'd start doing this thing. Actually, a couple people suggested it, and you know me, I'm here to please the donkey. Excuse me, sorry about that. People said, why didn't I have people send me questions through Facebook and then address maybe one or two of them each week on the blog? I'd be open to that. So if you want to start dropping some questions on the old Facebook there and, maybe your name and stuff, maybe I'll address them each week. One or two of them as time allows. Maybe people get informed about some different things. I will tell you, though, to keep it sane, I'm not going to address any questions about anything private. Now, when I say private, I don't have too much private going on, but there are things that happen in the upstairs in my house here that I'm not going to talk about on video. I would probably talk about them to you privately if I saw you at a party or something and the conversation led us in that direction. But you get what I'm saying, really. So if you want to send me some questions, I'll do that. All right, I've stammered on long enough about that. I want to talk to you this week about a topic that's kind of serious to me. I've actually taken a stand on it a couple times in my life because I believe so strongly against it. I want to talk to you about bullying. I don't think bullying is a cool thing, really. I think being a kid's hard enough, And when you're trying to grow up and get through school and keep the grades going and so on, and you got some moron won't let you alone because maybe they don't like the clothes you wear or the way you do your hair, or the way you look or eat or such, that ain't really right, really. And I don't think it's a good thing. I saw that news story every week about that old woman who was a bus monitor, and them kids are bullying her on there, and she started bawling. They were saying serious stuff to her about her kids not loving her and stuff, and then it turned out one of her kids committed suicide. That affected her in a negative way, and she was in her 60s, so I guess bullying can be for any age, really. And it probably ain't good no matter how old you are. The way I figure it probably shouldn't do it to anyone. But then I heard that news story, like an update of it the other day on Today's Show, and I guess someone started up a collection for this woman because it felt bad for her. They said they took in like $450,000 for her. They just turned a check over to her like that. People all around the country felt bad for the way that video went down. So I started combining how much I don't think bullying's right with the fact that that took place, and I believe I have a solution. Anybody here in the Coalport, Arvona, Glasgow, Baylor, Hollandtown, Glendale School District area who bullies on some kids, I think you should stop. And I think you should start bullying on me. And I think you should start bullying on me hardcore. And then in the meantime, we'll get some video of the bullying going down. We'll try and get that out on TV, because let me tell you a story. As much as I'm against bullying, and I truly am, I'll take the bullying for $400,000. You can sling mud in my face. You can kick me in the shins. I'm telling you what, for $400,000, there ain't much you can't do to me. I'm going to tell you that right now. I do things like crawl under cars and get grease clear up to my shoulders for $100 a week, sometimes just trying to keep the light bill paid. If you're going to give me $400,000 just for sitting in a seat riding a bus while you call me a name, put me on the bus, my friend. Line them up. I'm ready for it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not making light of the subject. I'm really not. I don't think it's good. But what I do think is it'd be good for me for $400,000. Fact of the matter is, I've been thinking about it. I think it'd be good for me for $100,000. I don't care about that. Well, who am I kidding? Give me $2,500 bucks. You can say whatever you want to me. Give me another 1,000 on top of that. You can smack me. I don't care. I'll take a smack for $3,500. Anyone who's watching now, you want to punch me in the face on video? $3,500. Now, if you're a professional boxer or an MMA fighter or something, and there's a chance you might kill me or cause brain damage, scratch that. I'm not about having that done. I don't want any permanent disabilities or anything like that. I'm just saying, if for $3,500 you want to slap me in the face, well, have at it, my friend. I'd be happy to set that up. Of course, I'm going to want to see cash up front, or I'm going to want to make sure your check cleared first. I ain't going to take any risks on that, you know. But, come on, seriously, $400,000 for sitting in a bus seat having some kids make fun of you? Come on, lady, I bet that's the happiest day of your life. I'll bet you've never been so happy about being bullied in your whole entire lifetime. $400,000, that's life-changing money, my friend. Life-changing money. Bully her up, Carl's ready to take it. Just get your checkbooks out before you start. Hey, I was down there last weekend at that Bellwood Fire Fest. Oh, hey, man, did I have a good time. There's a lot of good people down there. I'm telling you what, down on Friday, saw Flight 19. What a good band they are, and that ain't no lie. But, man, there's some good people down there. A couple of the girls from down there in Arvona won Queen and runner-up. That was pretty impressive to see some local girls logging it on down there. I met some real good people down there. I drank a lot of serious beer. In fact, I had a hangover Saturday. First time I've had a hangover in a long time, and that ain't no lie. It was a pretty good weekend, I'm telling you. Ran into a guy down there, Joey Del Grosso. He's one heck of a dude. He really is. I was pretty happy to meet him. Met some people who hadn't never seen Carl before, video or otherwise. Hung out with them, had a good time. It was a good time to be had by all, and if you missed it, you missed a good thing. I support the firemen, and I support what they do, particularly their partying. Particularly what they do as far as giving their time. A lot of them don't even get paid for it. They do it because somebody's got to, and I appreciate it. I really do. I also appreciate your parties. That was a good time last weekend. And then Sunday there, I went up to the Moose Picnic up at the park. That was a good time, too. It's really cool people get together and do stuff like that, you know. I had a pretty good dinner for $1. The old lady had her dollar in. She got a good dinner, too. 50 cents a beer, you can't really beat it. Turned out last weekend was a pretty good weekend. Carl had a dang old good time, I'm telling you. And I hope this weekend's going to be just as good. So seriously, folks, think about what I said today on the video and everything. And if you want to respond to any of it, particularly the part about $400,000, look me up. You know how to find me. And also, I'm not a salesman. I'm not going to go on a long pitch here, but I had about 25 or so people ask me about T-shirts. Check out my Facebook. I'm going to get ready to place an order here. There's instructions on there about how to get yourself one if you want one. In the meantime, stay cool, everybody. Don't be bullying unless it's me and you got your checkbook out. Catch you next week. Later.